Hello everyone, and welcome back to Conrail's Ohio and West Virginia Division HO scale layout. This is going to be a layout update for the months of October and November. I believe the last update I put out was back in September roughly, and well guys, I haven't really been working on too much. I haven't really been in the mood to work on things, and haven't gotten a whole lot to done. That's why I kind of haven't shown things here recently, but have started work on some things, and I hopefully going to be getting back into a little better routine of working on stuff every weekend. So in the meantime, I'll go ahead and show you guys what I've been up to over the last month. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as I show you what I've been up to on Conrail's Ohio and West Virginia Division. All right, so guys, the big project I've been working on, and really what's kind of been, it's kind of a hold up, and it's something important I need to get done here, is the rework on the curves here on the layout. Now, I mentioned in the last video that I've had a lot of trouble with these curves because they were like a 22-ish degree radius, and it just got to the point that I got tired of fighting with trying to run any longer trains with them string rind derailing and having auto racks and auto parts boxcars derails, etc. So I bit the bullet and decided that I was gonna have to rip out the curve areas here. And as you guys can tell here, we had to move our track from all the way back here, and we had to slide it into here, and of course subsequently the track in front of that had to come in as well. And it's been it's been a pretty big project, ripping out all that track and putting down new road bed and all that to do this has been kind of time consuming. And really just, I don't really care for doing scenery and track work. If you guys didn't know that, it's really not my favorite thing. I like building models as a little more of my thing, but at the same time I really enjoy running those models. So having track work that runs well and does things well is very important. So this has kind of been the project I've been chipping away at, and I believe I ripped the track out back in October, and over the last couple weeks I just finally got these new pieces of track in, and it's just taken a lot longer than I expected. I still have to paint the rails and put down ballast yet, and then redo all the scenery back behind, next to the track. I'm going to bring things out a little bit and stuff, but it's just been taking a lot longer than I expected, so things have been going kind of slow. I've been using this track Seta here. The 30-inch radius is what I've been going with. This hopefully should solve 90% of my problems, hopefully. But just been working away, chipping away at this a little bit at a time. It takes time, guys. A lot of you, I'm sure, that have built layouts know what I'm saying. It's just one of those things where you can't really rush it too much. So the other thing too I had to do was I had to pull out my signals as well. I still have to pull this one back through. I'm gonna have to redo all that, but that's gonna be kind of a down the road project. For the time being, I just want to get the track back to where I can run trains again. I'll probably put the signals in the springtime when I'm up to drilling all the holes to put all the sensors back in and everything. But this is our curve here by our paper mill. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll get the entrance to Richard's yard here and what's going on with that and the other curve here. All right, so here we are looking our opposite way here, more towards the entrance to Richard's yard. And as you guys can kind of tell here, I had to even relocate this inner track here outward a little bit and move my turnout back a little bit, because in order to get the 30-inch radius going into the yard, this all had to get shoved back a little bit. So I had to rip out both of these turnouts. I had to shorten up this piece. And I still don't have the track going into the yard just yet. For right now, my main concern is going to be to get the main line back operating again, so that way I could, at the very least, run some stuff in circles, because I'm kind of simple with that, guys. If y'all didn't know that, I enjoy operations to a degree, but at the end of the day, I more or less just want to run my stuff in a circle and watch it go by and rail fan it. That's kind of what I enjoy about the hobby. So for right now, my main priority is getting my two mainline tracks back in, and then I'm going to kind of worry about the entrance to the yard and stuff secondary. I might put this yard track in entering the yard this weekend, but I haven't made that decision just yet. Namely because I have to deal with the turnout. That first one in the yard has to get moved and reworked, and I don't know if I really feel like diving into that just yet, but that's kind of this entrance area here. And then, of course, I'll get a better shot of the actual curve over on the yard end of things here. All right, so here we are at our other two curves, and as you can see, again, we had to slide this outer track, had to come in a couple inches here to get our better radius, and as you can see, we still have to do the same with this front track going into the yard, this lead track. I've been using, kind of as a little bit of a template here, I made this piece out of cardboard here with the like the radius taped to it. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it kind of gives me an idea for when I'm ripping things out, exactly how the track's gonna lay. That's kind of the hardest part of this whole shebang, is trying to get the track to sit proper and figure out how much I got to rip and where I got to rip it out at. But you guys kind of see how I'm going to be able to pull this in up here, and I got to pull all this scenery out yet to put the yard entrance track in. So that's kind of been the big project I've been up to. A little quick side note here too, when I went to order road bed for the layout, because I was out of the cork road bed, I ended up getting this like foam stuff from Woodland Scenics, and I thought it was cork road, but I didn't realize it was foam when I ordered it. And guys, I'm not really a big fan. You see how flimsy this stuff is? It doesn't have any rigidity to it, and I'm really not a fan of that. But I bought a box of this junk, so I got to use it up. So for any of you that are going to be doing track laying work, if you want the more firm type of road bed, make sure you get the cork stuff. Like I said, I thought I ordered cork, but I ended up getting this foam stuff instead when I ordered it. So I ordered the wrong stuff. Away she goes. But that's really been what I've been up to here on the actual layout. We'll go ahead and we're going to take a quick stop by the bridge scene, because nothing's really went on over there, but I know a few people have asked, so I'll show anyway what's up over there. All right, so we're over here back at our bridge scene. As you guys can kind of see, this has kind of turned into a little bit of a catch-all table deal. And the reason for that is, for right now, my priority is getting the curves worked on the layout so I can run things again. So this bridge scene rebuild is going to be put on hold until I finish these curves up. Now, a few people had mentioned these like wings for the bridge abutments, and as you guys can tell, I picked them up. I'm very, very excited to be able to use these. I think these are going to help really tie in the abutments better and make all that stuff work better. I still have to get some like retaining wall material to use as well, because I know a few people have mentioned that, and I just haven't gotten around to ordering that yet. But this kind of turned into my place to put things like, you know, these little my little switch throw guys and stuff that I don't want to get broken. I just kind of put over here, as well as, you know, your knife and your thing for putting down your what the heck is this stuff, your liquid nails to hold your track down. So just kind of put that stuff over here, just have a place to set it down at, because I don't have anywhere good to be able to put things down like that over here. So that's all that's really been going on in the layout, guys. I haven't run a train since I finished the Rapido E8 video. I actually ripped out track right after I recorded that, so I haven't run any trains or really done anything, unfortunately. It's just kind of kind of the way it's been. I got to get this curve done, and then I'll probably film some stuff over here, and then I got to rip out the curve at the opposite end of the yard, which is also going to be a pretty big project. So that's all that's going on here on the layout. I'll go over to the workbench and just show some of the stuff I've been piddling with, but again, I haven't been working on a whole lot, so there's not a lot to show, unfortunately. All right, so we're back over here at the workbench now, and again, I haven't really been working on stuff very much lately, so you guys will probably remember, I believe in the last update, I had torn down this SD45-2, and I haven't made a whole lot of progress, but we are getting close. I'm to the point right now where I can start adding LEDs into the shell for the ditch lights, for the marker lights, number boards. This will actually be the next locomotive build video you guys see. We have our motor and drive assembly is all put together here. Got our little brake line deals on the trucks there as well. But this one I've just been kind of dragging my feet on. Just haven't really been too motivated when I can't run it to work on it. Also been working on another Dash 8. Pretty sure I showed that as well in the last video. This one's just slowly coming along. This one's just a renumber weather add sound to deal. Won't be a video on this one, but just making a little progress at a time. The build of the G52 H and the G52L Bethgons, I still have to record that yet, so that doesn't really have much to show. I've got to cut those cars in half and record that, and then I believe I also mentioned I was kind of piddling around with some more MT6s. Again, there won't be a build video on these. These are just kind of something I'm messing with in my spare time. Kind of when I don't feel like recording something, I just feel like messing with something. So those are kind of, you know, on hold a little bit. I want to try and get this SD45-2 done first, just so I got some more content for you guys. And then the other thing I kind of going to be messing with here is I'm sure you guys will remember my Southern Pacific -9 with the old Tsunami 2 that I wasn't really happy with the sound on. And I finally broke down. Everybody's told me to pick up these scale sound speakers. So I actually picked up one that should be a drop-in for the -9. And I'm actually going to be doing that here either this weekend or next week. I'm going to throw that in there. And I'm going to see how much that'll improve the sound, because I really wasn't happy with that Tsunami 2 at all. I really want to like Tsunami because they're a USA company, but I thought the sound was terrible on it, to be honest with y'all. So I'm going to throw that speaker in there, and we're going to see what that does for us. And then I will, if that doesn't help any, I'll mess with the EQ on the programming and see if we can get it to sound good. But really, guys, that's about it. I haven't really been at the workbench all that much, unfortunately. I just haven't been motivated to work on anything. So hopefully this month we'll get back on track here in December and get some stuff done. I'd really like to get this knocked out, get the Dash 8 and the also get the coal car builds done, the Bethgons, and have something to show you guys here this next month. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can knock some stuff out, but alright guys, so before I sign off for this video here, just want to kind of mention kind of a cool train sim I've been messing around here. As you guys can see, this Conrail coiled steel train going by here. It's called Run 8 Train Simulator. And I know, you know, I'm a model railroading channel. I'm not a gaming channel or any of that, and I don't plan on doing any real gaming or anything on the channel. But the reason I'm bringing this up is, as I kind of mentioned in my last layout update back in September, I was just kind of in a crummy mood, really wasn't excited about doing anything, didn't really feel like doing any model railroading stuff at all. And then it kind of just stayed that way there for quite a while. I didn't really feel motivated to mess with anything as far as fixing the track on the layout and all that stuff. And I was on YouTube one day and I came across somebody playing this train simulator here, Run 8, and I kind of checked it out. And I you know what, I'll give that a try and fiddle around with it. And I've been really having a lot of fun, as you guys can tell here. There's like a horseshoe curve route on it that's really cool, and a like a, what do they call that, the lake shoreline. It's a CSX one, but you can go in and change all your locomotives out to be Conrail and stuff. And change out like what the consists they'll spawn in will be and stuff. It's just really, really cool. Maybe some of you out there that don't have room for a layout but want to be able to kind of build your own trains and run your own stuff and stuff and that. I don't know. I've just really been enjoying it. So I figured I'd go ahead and share a few clips here that I recorded from my laptop here. Some of the trains going by. It's just neat because you can put in, like this current train we're watching go by right now is all auto parts box cars and auto rats, and it was like a 120 car train with a bunch of power on the head end and I think it's got 3 SD40-2s on the tail end pushing on it, and it's really cool to be able to do that stuff. And then too, it has like the simulator aspect where you can really operate the train yourself, and it's really cool to do. I don't know, there's working signals, there's a dispatcher and all that. Here you can see an actual in-cab view from a SD45-2. Again, just really neat stuff, so any of you out there that maybe you just want to try something to mess around with and do something a little bit different, I highly recommend this game. I've just been really having a lot of fun with it. There's a bunch of different locomotive packs you can get and stuff. And then again, what you guys are going to watch here as I'm signing off for this video is just the level of craziness you can do with it. This is like a 160 car train I put together that's just way over the top. If you tried to do this on a model railroad, you'd be fighting derailments everywhere. But here on the simulator, you can do crazy stuff like this. So being able to build like wild consists like this and stuff, just kind of what's sparked my interest in getting back to doing things and working on stuff at the workbench. All these different Santa Fe units and stuff. It's just kind of giving me that drive to get back to building locomotives again and stuff, just to be able to do this stuff on my model railroad, not just on this simulator here. So as always, guys, I want to thank all of you for watching, and I would like to really apologize for being extremely slow on getting back on comments and just getting videos out and stuff. Like I mentioned, I just kind of had been a bit of a funk and hadn't really felt like working on much, but I'm happy to report that we're kind of turning around a little bit and getting pretty good progress done here on the layout recently. So we should be back to a more normal schedule by the end of December, me putting up videos every week and hopefully getting back to answering comments within a couple days instead of a couple weeks. I'm really sorry about that, guys. I just haven't been having the time and been in the right mood to be able to sit there and type out stuff. So as always, thank you all for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, all of my subscribers, and every single one of you that comments and likes and does everything. That really means a lot to me. Tell me down in the comments what you guys are up to on your way out this month, and I'll see you in the next video.